Welcome. My name is Rain, and this channel is dedicated to teaching you all of the tools, ancient and modern, that I come across to help you manifest the life of your wildest dreams. Today I'm getting into breath work. We have a mind, a body, and a spirit, and taking care of one takes care of them all. And for perfect attunement, we need to ensure that we are taking care of them all. Breathwork is so powerful, and I'm happy to share a little bit of the why behind it with you today. And the following videos are going to be breathwork videos. They will first have neutral intentions, meaning they will simply be going through breath exercises, and the videos following that will have subliminals laced with them. I'm so excited to bring this to you. There are many ancient techniques that we can learn and utilize today in this modern age to absolutely change our entire world. You call it manifestation. The ancients knew it was just the way of being, the only way of being in order to be in harmony with this universe. The tools I'll share on this channel are all of the tools that I find and have found already, and I will continue to update you and give you more and more tools so that you can be empowered and have your own relationship with the universe. We all have these tools inside of us. As far as manifestation, we're all manifesting all of the time. Breath work, we're all breathing all of the time. How to use our thoughts, we're all thinking all of the time. The tools are not introducing things that are new. They are simply refining what you already do every single day. Subliminal messaging, the videos that I started this channel with, are incredibly useful because you are telling your subliminal, your subconscious, what you want it to bring you instead of what it's been told you want it to bring you. Remember, the subconscious is our little remote control, and the universe is our screen. The universe wants to show us whatever it is we tell it to. It listens to our subconscious. We are also a body and a mind and a spirit. So the next tool I bring you is breathwork. Breathwork is a phenomenal tool. It's another ancient practice. For example, subliminals and affirmations were used by way of chanting, whispered chanting, chanting while collectives were sleeping. That was a way to get into the subconscious. Now, to speak about breath work, monks, wise women, wise men, shamans all understood inherently, even warriors, they taught the power and the magic of breath. You can tell so much just by paying attention to how you're breathing now. Are your shoulders up while you hold your breath? Of course, you inhale and exhale eventually. Is it steady, or do you find yourself having to inhale while you're thinking about things, or as you're sitting there zoning out or driving? That could be representative of a person who is bracing themselves for life. You're always waiting for that shoe to drop, that next thing to happen. Or you could be somebody who cannot fully exhale once in a while, but at your regular breaths, you're not getting that full, deep inhale. That's somebody who can't receive. You don't understand how to receive joy, pleasure, money. You don't want to let it in all the way. Not able to fully exhale, you don't like to let go of control. It has to be completely in your control. Or you don't feel safe, you don't feel comfortable, and all of it boils down to not feeling safe. But the subconscious does find ways to speak to us. If you watched my last video on manifestation, the subconscious is 95 to 97% of your beliefs, likes, dislikes, personality. That means 95 to 97% of you is under your knowing. It's beneath your knowing. You're not aware of what's going on or why. Still, it does give you signs. It gives you clear signs, and breath is one of them. We must pay attention to our bodies. Our bodies are beautifully intricate machines that let us know what's happening in many, many different ways. Monitoring your breath is one way you can see for yourself what's going on inside. We are still very simple creatures. We have a nervous system. Our nervous system breaks down into two parts. The two parts are the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is what would get triggered when a lion, tiger, or bear is following us, or we see a predator stalking us, or maybe an enemy from a different camp. We feel their eyes on us. That will trigger us to fight, flee, freeze, or fawn. And today we still have the same reactions, and it could be a simple email from a coworker who isn't maybe our favorite. It could be the fact that you're getting overstimulated with the television and the music and the air conditioning and too many things coming to you at once. It could be as simple as having 40 things that are absolute must-dos on your to-do list, and you've been grinding and hustling and go for how many years without understanding how to balance, and now your body is exhausted. We're not meant to live from the sympathetic nervous system daily. Not often at all. That is stress. As we know, stress has been coined as the number one killer, and it's not the direct killer. It causes other terrible things that I don't want to name here. Things that are caused by chronic inflammation, hypertension, heart problems, lung problems, kidney, liver problems, all be worsened by heightened stress. And the reason being, as when we're living outside of the sympathetic nerve or from the sympathetic nervous system, you're not able to heal. You're not digesting your food properly. And as we know now, our gut is one of the most important things to take care of in our body. It is the second brain. It's incredible what something as commonly accepted as stress can do. It makes our brain not function as well. We make poor choices. We respond to our loved ones in manners we don't mean to. We're just stressed and exhausted. So that's one side. The other side is the parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system is where we want to be most of the time. The parasympathetic is rest, digest, restore, repair. It's where your creativity will flow from. It's where your mind and your body will heal. It's where your brain gets to keep its function. You're more intelligent living from the parasympathetic side. So what happens? Why are we naturally skidding over to that sympathetic side? It's habit, it's nature, it's nurture. Humans want to be safe. Overall, our systems, our nervous system, our subconscious, our conscious, everything truly just wants to keep us safe. The only true desires a human has is connection, health, and I'll call it it's really to be safe as far as food and shelter. And we equate that with money. The parasympathetic nervous system is where we can remember who we are. It's where your manifestations come true. It's so imperative to tune your body to the parasympathetic nervous system. And how you do this, one way, there are many ways, but one easy way is through breath work. Why breath work changes this response from the sympathetic to the parasympathetic, and what that means is when you get that email from that coworker, instead of feeling stressed and irritated and fritzed out and overwhelmed and like you want to cry and you can't take it anymore and you feel that ball of everything just welling up inside of your stomach or your chest or your throat or your head, instead you just look at it and the problem is minimized. Instead of maximized, it's minimized for you naturally. You're allowing so many beautiful things happen in your system by staying in the parasympathetic. You're allowing yourself to be calm. So that way, when a real modern lion, tiger, or bear comes by, your sympathetic nervous system isn't so stressed that you can't even handle it. And that's when you'll fall chronically ill because your system will break down. So breathwork helps to keep your nervous system responding from the parasympathetic side by strengthening your what's called your vagal tone or your vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is one of 12 nerves. A cranial nerve that arises like straight from the brain. So the vagus nerve is special because 80% to 85% of its function, depending what study you read, is to carry messages from your brain straight to your body. It's the 10th nerve and it's the longest. It goes straight down from the brain to the colon. Do you remember how I just said the gut is the second brain? That entire system is so important to keep calm. You need to digest properly. You don't need all of these hormones flooding that system. The vagus nerve is the main controller of the parasympathetic nervous system, and you can stimulate it on purpose. When this is stronger, your responses will automatically come from this side of your nervous system. And you can strengthen it just like mental exercises or mind games, like puzzles or going to the gym, any skill, cooking. It'll get stronger and you'll get better, it'll get easier. And it will naturally start changing your physiology to allow you to have completely different reactions to the world around you or the world inside your mind. When you are consistently in that sympathetic nervous system, that fight, flight, freeze, you're keeping that parasympathetic side weak. You won't be healing. You'll feel stressed, you'll feel overwhelmed, and you'll become off balance mentally, physically, emotionally. So we want to get that stronger for you and to teach everyone else, because this changed my life and it can change your life also. When I realized that I had a way out of going straight into a panic attack, or that maybe my job was still stressful, but I had a way for it to actually feel different in my body, I was so excited, and I decided to become a breathwork practitioner. So how can you do it? How can you do this at home without a coach, without a class, without a therapist, without a teacher? Well, that's why I'm making this channel. I want to give you the exact breathwork techniques that helped change my life. You can also stimulate the vagus nerve now by ending your showers in cold showers. You can do a vagus nerve massage, which I will post also. Singing, laughing, humming stimulates the vagus nerve. A nice, relaxing, slow yin yoga stimulates the vagus nerve. Diaphragmatic breathing, which again I'll get into, meditation, intimate time with a loved one, all of these things stimulate the vagus nerve. And one very simple tip I'll give you now is do 2 tests on yourself. One, breathe in as deeply as you can. Breathe out all the way, all the way, all the way. Let all the air out. And then hold it and time that. You want to ideally be up to 24 seconds before you feel the absolute need to breathe in. If you're under 24 seconds, it just means that there's even more room for improvement, and this can strengthen. And the next thing you want to do is just put a timer on for 2 minutes and simply observe your breath. Do you breathe in your chest or in your belly, through your nose or through your mouth, or a blend of both? Is it shallow or deep? And let it be normal breathing. You want to see where you are normally. Because everyone can learn to properly breathe. And it's so helpful if you do start working with a coach who understands all of these things, for you to tell them how you are now. They'll track it for you, and it will start to shed some light on what's going on with your subconscious, which is incredible. It's incredible how honest our breath is. And then one tool you can use now is, say you are in a heightened situation or you just feel overstimulated, I encourage you to simply put your phone on a timer for 60 seconds and breathe in for 4 seconds, out for 8 seconds. If you feel a struggle in getting your exhale to last that long, blow out as if you're blowing on it through a straw, and it will help you control how much breath you're releasing. That's it for today. I hope this gives you a little bit of hope and insight. I will post extended exhales as the first exercise because that is the first one that helped me. I can't wait to get into that with you. I hope this helped, and I will speak with you soon. Until next time, remember, every wish is only one thought away.